Hello BookTube, it's Ben here from the History Fellow channel. I hope you're all very well and you're all happy and hopefully you're enjoying the weekend as well. So I've got a book haul for you. It's a pen and sword book, or pen and sword and Seaforth Publishing, but they're all more or less the same company anyway. But I have 5 books from Pen and Sword, so I'm going to show you them now. And then also coming up in tomorrow's video, I have got some books from Ambly Publishing as well. So another small book haul for you tomorrow as well. So please make sure you keep an eye out for that. That will be coming out tomorrow. But anyway, on with these Pen and Sword books. The first one we're going to start off with is The Fall of Roman Britain and Why We Speak English. And this is written by John Lamzed and priced at £20, and like I said, published by Pen and Sword Books. A nice thin book, so it should be a quick read, this one. From the back, it says, why was the Roman province of Britannia so comprehensively ruined? And in fact, you could still say the same today. Why does the molecular data fail to correlate with archaeological data when dating the Saxon migrations? Why did the inhabitants of Britannia end up speaking a completely new tongue? Questions whether the province of Britannia was ever fully Romanized, analyzes the role of global climate patterns in the collapse of the empire and Roman Britain in particular. This book synthesizes the latest evidence from historians, archaeologists, and climatologists and biologists to arrive at a bold reassessment of the end of Roman Britain and the coming of the Anglo-Saxons. Well, I should have really read that first. There's some long words in that. But it's clearly deemed to answer a number of questions, and it's going to, I presume there'll be a big conclusion near the end. So as I'm getting into my Roman history, I'm quite looking forward to that book. That's The Fall of Roman Britain and Why We Speak English. Right, the next book, just put that one over there, is another Pen and Sword books. This is The Battles of King Arthur, written by Tony Sullivan, priced at £25, and like I said, it's from Pen and Sword Books. This book demonstrates that some of the battles can... This book demonstrates that some of the battles can be located, describes the provincial and political fragmentation of the 5th century, details the emergence of the cultural identities, including that of the warband, and places Arthur in a more realistic historical context, and concludes with a new theory as to what sort of man Arthur was and the battles he fought. If I'm honest, I'm not a big fan of King Arthur, but because I tend to only like things where you've got the documented evidence and that sort of thing, and King Arthur's quite vague as to who he was, when he really existed, and where, and that sort of thing. But I read I think it was by the same author last year, a different book about King Arthur, and it was quite interesting, so I thought I'd review this book as well. That's The Battles of King Arthur. I shall put a link to all these books below in the video, so please feel free to go along and visit, purchase books if you wish, or if you have any comments, please feel free to drop down some comments, whether you you like the look of the books, whether you like the subjects or that sort of thing, or whether, you're into it. Right, the next book is, I'm going to quite look forward to this one. It's called The Medieval Crossbow, a weapon fit to kill a king, written by Stuart Ellis Gorman. And let me tell you, it's priced at £25 and published by Pen and Sword Books. I'm going to quite enjoy this because I used to be an archery coach myself. So after spending a number of years teaching kids, well, mainly kids, how to use many different types of archery sets, I'm quite looking forward to reading the book and finding out more about the history. The most extensive history of the crossbow to be published in 100 years. Focuses in fascinating detail on the technical history of the crossbow and its development. Describes crossbow tactics and how they were deployed in medieval battles and sieges, and examines a depiction of the crossbow in medieval art, myth and legend. So I think that's going to be quite interesting, and I'm going to look forward to that one. That's The Medieval Crossbow. Now then, the last two are naval based, and like all good Navy books, they all seem rather glossy and a decent size. This one's called, let me get rid of the glare. This one's called The Ocean Class of the Second World War, and that's written by Malcolm Cooper, published by Seaforth Publishing, which is part of Pen and Sword Books, and it's priced at £30. And I'll just read you a bit of the blurb from the back. This comprehensive new history, based on extensive archival research, tells the story of the Ocean class of US-built British cargo ships, their design, building and careers, and establishes their contribution to victory in the war at sea and the peacetime recovery of the merchant marine. You always get with any books, it seems, you get about the Navy, you always just get fantastic pictures, photography, and the information in them is so detailed and comprehensive, and I'm quite into naval warfare and history at the moment. So that's The Ocean Class of the Second World War, written by Malcolm Cooper, priced £30. And then the last Pen and Sword book I've got for this video is What's Happened to the Battleship, 1945 to the present day, and it's written by Chris Baker, published by Seaforth Publishing, and priced at £30 again. And it's a real, well, the other one was medium thickness. This is quite a chunky read, and it looks like it's full of the usual photographs and comprehensive details. So I'll read you the bit from the back. This is the first ever detailed coverage of the neglected history of the battleship after 1945. In the hundreds of books written about battleships, the curtain on their careers is brought down in September 1945 with the surrender of Japan. Yet on that day, some 98 battleships or ex-battleships might be spotted around the world, and 11 of them were in and around Tokyo Bay for the surrender itself. What happened to those great warships in the post-war years? It's a really good chunky book, and like the previous book, it's all a nice shiny cover and feels really good. So I'm going to enjoy those books. So there we go. That's my book haul for Pen and Sword Books. for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, because all good things help everyone else. If you've got any comments about the books or the particular subjects, then please feel free to write down in the comments below. And I shall see you again tomorrow with my Ambly Publishing book haul video. So thank you very much. Stay safe, and I shall see you tomorrow, hopefully.